Right. How are you, everybody? Nice seeing you. Okay, so this is going to be all signs for the month of September, okay? The entire month forecast, just the important things. I'm not going to go too much in detail, just the most important things. So we're going to start with Aquarius, then we're going to go to Gemini, then Libra, then of course Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in that order, okay? So we are going to start with our friends Aquarius, beautiful Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what we got for you guys. Month of September. Okay, so first of all, at the bottom of the deck, the most important card, you have conversations and clarifications, meaning you need to consult with someone. Perhaps you need to talk to someone like me, then you need a session, and it's very simple. There is some things you need to clarify, Aquarius, okay? Some things you need to clarify. You're kind of bothered by people around you don't seem to understand you. People around you don't seem to understand your perspective. Now, you are going to make it, and you're going to make it big. The only thing that I'm talking financially, work-wise, business, the only thing that kind of not worries me, but concerns me a bit is you're feeling needy to have somebody next to you. I mean, you're very good at getting things done on your own. But to be honest with you, I think that is your caveat right there. That's your Achilles heel. From the emotional standpoint, you would like to be with someone, to have someone next to you, someone you can call your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, your partner. You do have that need there. We all do. But the problem is that you at the same time are telling the universe that you like your freedom and you like your time alone and you like the ability to do whatever you want, whenever and however you want. So hence the contradiction, and this is why the universe doesn't know what to deliver on your plate, because as I said many times, if you go to the restaurant and the waiter comes over, say, "Sir, ma'am, what would you like to eat today?" I would like a nice New York steak with fries on the side. Okay. And he's writing it down. Oh, no, you know what? Do you have any, I don't know, seafood? Do you have any seafood? Oh yeah, we got fish, we got trout, we got lobster, okay, how about a nice trout with fries on the side? Okay, all right, no problem. You know what? You would have a burger with perhaps a nice salad. Oh yeah, we can do that. Are you sure though? So the waiter turns around and says, "You know what? I'm going to give you another 5 minutes. Decide, make up your mind. I'll come and see you in 5 minutes." This is pretty much what's happened here, my dear Aquarius. You wish and you want and you need and you really, really would appreciate being with someone. You really feel it inside. But the problem is, really, I'm not joking. This is really important. Who's the lady, Hester Hicks? She says, the universe doesn't know what to give you because you're launching one rocket this way, one rocket the other way. Make up your mind. You cannot be in a relationship but single at the same time. So there are compromises, right, Aquarius? We all know there's some pros and cons. The beauty of being with someone, the beauty of having someone, warm body next to you at night, especially in the winter, someone watching movies together and going out to the restaurant, going for walks. You feel appreciated. You feel, but at the same time, you cannot watch whatever you want on TV. You have to compromise. You cannot eat whatever you want all the time. You have to compromise, etc., etc., etc. So, you know, you're going to have to make a decision. Leaving this decision up in the air is what keeps you single and what keeps you unable to to have a long-term relationship. The moment I can feel you right now. I can feel you. The moment you start a relationship and things start getting serious, and perhaps 6 months, a year together, you start entertaining the idea, geez, I miss being by myself. I miss when I was able to go to sleep whenever I wanted, Yeah, she's nice, he's nice, I love him, but geez, I miss that being able to just lay on my sofa and put my feet up and eat ice cream, without anybody say, hey, you gotta lose some weight, or hey, you need let's go out and exercise. So we gotta do this, we gotta do that. You know, again, again, we must decide what we want. What I can see here is exactly that. Here is you enjoying your single life, and here is you wanting to be with someone in a needy way, which is the wrong way of doing it. And here is you keeping everybody at bay, meaning it's almost as if you don't want to let people get close to you. And so then, of course, it's almost as if you've been disappointed in the past and you don't want to repeat the same problem again. So you're going back and forth between I'm good by myself, on my own, I miss someone, I don't want to take another chance, I cannot trust people, but I'm really sad on my own. And then, I like to be popular. It's almost as if you feel that if you are in a committed relationship, you lose your friends and you lose the ability to go out with your girlfriends, your friends, and so on and so forth, and do whatever you want. And so you need to have a nice talk. Maybe we need to have a nice talk. You need to decide which way you want to go. Do you want to be single or do you want to be with someone? So this is the main theme for you guys, Aquarius. You truly must make a decision. Let me see if there's anything else that. So the month of September, my dear friends Aquarius, beautiful Aquarius, you're going to be deciding truly whether you want to spend another winter alone or whether you want to keep warm during the winter. There's pros and cons, but you're going to have to decide, okay? So let me see what we got here. I can see what the problem is. Didn't you say you need to decide? So the final card, and look at this. This is back here again. Anyways, didn't I say you have to decide? And we end with the card of decision. Isn't that kind of amazing? Anyways, you truly have to decide. The Nine of Wands is very symbolic because the Nine of Wands is almost 10. It's one wand short of making a decision or getting your wish fulfilled. Now, what does that mean? You can either stop at 9 and never complete this picture of being with someone, or go for it, make the sacrifice, the compromise, and go to 10, and that's when you will be happy in a relationship. However, what's stopping you is that going from 9 to 10 scares you. Because when you did go to 10, you got stabbed in the back. So now you are in a limbo. Some of you even ended up in court. Some of you ended up over a divorce. Some of you ended up having to hire a lawyer. So you are in between the 9 and the 10, the 9 and the 10, and you don't know what to do. and there's another 9 here, and there's another 10 here. This situation makes you sad, but at the same time, you're scared of what you might encounter if you did go to 10, hence in a relationship. All I can tell you is the sun ain't shining in your life. You are sad. You pretend to be happy, but you're not happy. You need the sun into your life. You need happiness into your life. And let's be honest, you also need someone to take care of you sexually, physically. Let's be honest. Okay? So this is your situation in the month of September. You're going to have to make some strong decisions. It's really about compromise. You want to be single and enjoy your freedom but be alone, or do you want to be with someone and enjoy the companionship with all the associated trimmings, the associated benefits, and lose some of your freedom? That's the decision you're going to have to make. And as you can see, we end with the card of decision. So that's the main message. You can have a lot of good in your life, but you must make a decision, not a 50-50. The waiter doesn't know what to bring you if you say 50-50. Sir, you're going to have to tell me exactly what you want to eat so I can tell the chef so we can feed you. There you go. Think of a question. Is it yes or no? So no. There you have it. Thank you, Aquarius. See you guys very soon. God bless you. Subscribe to the channel, okay? See you soon. Okay, my beautiful friends. So now we are going to do Gemini. Gemini for the month of September. Let's see what we have here. Gemini. Okay, Gemini. Let's see what we got. How you guys doing, Gemini? Enjoying it so far? Enjoying the weather? Enjoying life altogether? Beautiful, isn't it? Okay, Gemini. So, see what we got for you guys. Just the main things for the month of September. Okay? All right. Your main card is Justice. Wow. Okay, so Justice. Let me take a look at this. What you have to look or watch for in the month of September. Okay, well, there's not a lot going on in the month of September for you guys. Not a lot going on. I can see that some of you are thinking of moving, traveling, meeting new people, getting out of the house. I think you've been too busy trying to get over past difficult times. You had some difficult times in the past. Some of you went through legal systems and divorces and arguments and business closures and so on and so forth, or changing work, changing habitation, changing cities even, some of you. And now you the last month, it's only the last month, maybe August, when you actually started to see some light at the end of the tunnel. So now we're at the end of August and the beginning of September. So now you're going to see the light becoming bigger and bigger. The problems behind you more and more. So it seems to me that legal issues are sort of all over. Some of you still some lingering smaller items to deal with, but by December, by Christmas, everything is going to be clear. As a matter of fact, many of you who were trying to divorce or were thinking to divorce and you thought that you were now almost done with that process, will have a change of heart. And instead than finalizing that divorce, some of you will decide to give it another go, another try with the same person. And a lot of you spent small fortunes in lawyers' fees, legal fees, thinking that the divorce was what you wanted. But it's almost as if you changing your mind. Maybe you got kids involved. Maybe the the idea of being single and having to see your kids once a week, or having to pay alimony and so on and so forth, and most of all having to sleep alone at night, that's starting to, take hold on you. And you're realizing that perhaps it was not a very good idea to begin with. Yeah, perhaps you had some problems, but you're starting to realize that you're going to have even m- bigger problems if you do finalize that divorce. So I think I can see some of you telling the lawyers, hey, you know what? Can we have a meeting, the four of us, the two lawyers and the two of us, to see if we can come up with a compromise and perhaps save our relationship? I can see you doing that. And I can see that there is help from above. You have learned the lesson, Gemini. And it was a moment, in most cases, it was a moment of anger, a moment of frustration that caused you to say, I give up. I don't want this anymore. Now that you're faced with the prospect of having to face it alone, and not be able to see perhaps your children on a daily basis as you used to, this is starting to dawn on you and starting to change you big time. Because sometimes we're angry and we do and say stupid things in a moment that perhaps we regret later. And once all that anger is gone and dissipated, all you have left is, what did I do? Oh my God. Now I got to deal with this, being alone. And so, anyways, I can see you changing your mind, because not only that, money is going to be tight. You spent a lot of money. You're going to be spending a lot of money, legal fees, and so on and so forth. And your family is against you. And anyways, there are just too many things that are making you reconsider. And so it looks like in the month of September, my dear Gemini, you are going to have to make a decision. Now, let me take a look if I can give you more information. So that's the main message right there. You thought you were going to be free and be able to travel and meet other people, but now it's dawning on you that that was not a very good idea. And imagine if, especially if you got kids, you got to introduce somebody new that perhaps they get kids as well. It's like you inheriting other people's issues, Yeah, look at this. Oh my God, look at this. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? So you're starting to realize that it was not a good idea. Taking advantage of each other. The lawyers put one against the other, and they're the only ones who will gain in the end. And here is you guys doing things behind each other's back, thinking you're winning, but in reality, you're losing a beautiful family and a beautiful love. This is the main message, really. We're going to pull a yes or no coin, but this is the message that just comes out as the most prominent for you guys, Gemini. You have a change of heart, and I think you're going to opt to save your family and or look at this. Look, the prospect of being alone versus the prospect of being happily married. Look at this. Is that a coincidence? Let me see if there's any other information, work-wise, financial, health, whatever. So most of you are going to take one step back and reconsider. Okay, so yeah, you're going to start all over again. And this is with the Justice card again. You are going to rush, or someone is going to rush in with good news. And it's going to, this information, this news, perhaps is your lawyer getting a hold of you, say, hey, your ex wants to have a chat with you. This is going to cause you a brand new restart. See, reboot. You're going to have to allow your old way of thinking to die in order for this to develop, but you will. Justice will be made. And this will be done legally. In other words, you guys are going to hire lawyers or the same lawyers who would divorce you in the first place to reunite you again. I can see this. So you're going to end up, see, right now you're going to be crying. Right now you are crying. So let me see the final message here. The final message. What did I tell you? Restart, reboot. And you also got a lot of material things that you will otherwise have to split up and throw away and so on and so forth. A lot of waste of money. And let's be honest, you also miss the, how can I say, SCX. This is very symbolic of that, if you know what I mean. That is, symbolizes sex. So there you have it. So month of September is going to be interesting for Gemini. Many of you will reconcile and happily willing to give this another goal. Now, does it translate to work or other things? Yes. Perhaps there was something, perhaps you were trying to sell a business, you change your mind. Perhaps something intervened, changed your mind. Perhaps you were thinking of changing jobs, thinking that next door's pasture was going to be greener, but instead you realize that it's not that after all. So the main theme is change of heart for September. Okay? Now think of your question, whatever question. Your answer is yes. There you have it. Thank you, Gemini. God bless you. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, the red button right here beneath me. Thank you. See you soon. And here we are again. So we are going to read now for the month of September for our beautiful friends, Libra, right? Libra. Yeah, Libra. Libra it is. Let's see, Libra, what we got. What messages or main message. Again, this is going to be for the month of September, yes, but we're only going to cover the main message. And then we're going to pull a yes or no coin if you have a question. Okay? The whole thing shouldn't take more than 5-6 minutes. Okay. Libra for the month of September. Main messages only, please. Main messages only, please. Main messages only for Libra for the month of September. September. Okay, Libra. Your main energy for the month of September is going to be celebration. Let's hope it's a celebration. Because as I always say, this card is double-edged sword. It has two meanings. One is good, one is bad. Let's hope it's good, okay? So let's see what we got is in the middle here. Decision. Wow. You know what? Isn't it amazing? You're the third sign I'm reading. I read Aquarius and Gemini before you. Of course, I'm not surprised because it is the same element, air. They both had that card, and the theme revolved around the same thing, having to make a decision. If you don't believe me, you can look it up. Unbelievable. So here you are again. So I guess that must be an element thing. It's an air sign thing. Let me see what you're gonna have to decide about. Wow. I see. You got two options. I see. This is why this card. I told you this card has two meanings, right? One meaning is celebration, celebrating something, but the other meaning is not as good, this cheating, or the possibility or the probability of cheating. In other words, there are three people in this equation. And now that I see these cards, I see exactly what's going on. How many people do you see here? 1, 2, and 3. In other words, here we have a happy couple, soulmates possible. Like this is a really good relationship. And then there is somebody else coming from outside, sticking their knife, trying to trying to break this up, basically. And this person is sneaking around you. And as you can see, they're hiding and perhaps they're pretending. They're kind of circling around you. And hence why you have to make a decision. I told you I had to make a decision. Now, I can tell you right away that this is bad news. Yes, they might be younger. Yes, they might be really surprising and good with their words and the way they talk to you. Yes, they might be sending you gifts or giving you gifts. But here you have a soulmate. You are with a soulmate. And for as much communication, that's what you got to be careful, because I know that you are enjoying this, the knowledge that there are people interested in you. You are in a stable, beautiful, caring relationship. Of course, this is not for everyone. This is general, right? And although there is love and there is everything, you probably have got accustomed to it. And perhaps the initial flame and fire and attraction and, desire has diminished, kind of worn down a little bit. And now getting this attention from a younger person who's showering you with the beautiful messages and gifts, it's tempting. We know that. It's tempting. All I'm telling you is be careful, because number one, this person is not being honest. Number two, you might not be honest. And number three is, what are you going to do when they're gone and then you're left with neither or? Think about it. So this is why at the very beginning you gotta make a decision, and there might be cheating involved here. Look at this. Here we have someone leaving. And you see this red mantle here, and there's a red mantle here. This person is putting their nose in between two people. And what they're going to do is they're going to cause damage. They're going to cause a lot of upset. And then they simply, when it doesn't serve them anymore, they're just going to turn around and leave. So be careful, my dear friends. You're being tested right now. You're being judged. Because you see, this love was not a casual, everyday love. It was sent to you from above. And now above is testing you. So you go sleep at night thinking about them. What could it be? Dreaming, perhaps they are offering you all sorts of promises, money, this and that. Be careful, because you are going to miss out on something really beautiful. If I were you, I would think about it not once or twice, 100 times, knowing what I know about cards and about the universe. You're being tested. You're being judged to see if you truly deserve something this beautiful. Only because perhaps you got bored, or perhaps they don't tell you I love you every 2 hours, and this guy here or this girl here is telling you every 5 minutes. I know you miss it. But do you remember when you first met them? It was the same thing, right? It's a new toy, right? But after a while, it kind of dies down, but still, it is the real thing. This is the real thing. This is just a temporary distraction, temptation. Their idea is not serious. The idea is to take advantage of you. Their idea is perhaps to break up. Or perhaps they themselves don't even know, but it is a spiritual test that you're going through. So they're serving as the one who's going to test you, basically. So remember, right now you have peace, love, and everything else. Don't jeopardize it. Okay? That's the reading, my dear friends. It's not for everyone, of course. In other words, hold on to what you have, because even though you might have grown tired of it, in the end, you're going to be much, much, much better off. Okay? That's the message. Now think of your question. Beautiful Libra. Decision time. Now, your answer is yes. Thank you, guys. See you soon. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, okay? Bye-bye. Okay. So now we're going to read the 4 Taurus, our beautiful Taurus. Let's see what we got for Taurus. The month of September. Beautiful September. Let's see, Taurus, what we got going on for you guys for September, okay? Just the main message. We're not going to cover all the details. This is just the main message, Taurus, okay? The thing you need to know the most. And of course, it's general, so don't force it. If it doesn't fit you, it's not for you, okay? There are no changes for you. If you don't feel that it's for you, it means no changes. Okay. Now, let's see what the main message is, first of all. In other words, the overall spiritual energy for you guys. Love offer. So you have someone offering you love. And this person might be younger than you. And now let's see what you're dealing with right now. Wow. Taurus, you just got the most beautiful card in the entire deck of cards. So I think, without seeing the other cards, I think this person is going to bring the kind of happiness in your life where it's almost as if you let the sun come in and changes everything, completely changes everything. This person is your soulmate. This person is sent from above. You've been needy and feeling neglected, Taurus. You've been feeling, when is my turn? When is my turn? When is my turn? Well, your turn is now. It just arrived. It is time now for you to celebrate and stop being this feeling neglected, misunderstood, misappreciated. Some of you had to go back to an older relationship in the past. But this having to go back to an older relationship basically rendered you a slave pretty much, because you were seen as the one who broke the rules. So you left a relationship a year, 2 years ago, 6 months ago. You started divorce procedures, some of you. Then you realize you made a mistake, or there was rethinking, and you chose to go back. Now, going back, of course, yes, it was a good idea because perhaps you have a family with this person. But at the same time, it made them think that they won and it was all your fault. In other words, they never did anything wrong, because otherwise, why would you return? So in reality, the problem was them to start with. They did not appreciate you. They did not take care of you. They went out with their friends, left you home or whatever. There was never a sweet word or gesture. So you got tired of that. You went somewhere else. Then you change your mind. But now they feel like, see, you came back to me. So then I am the best and I never did anything wrong. It was all your fault. And in a way, you're going to have, or you had no choice but to take it and basically accept, yes, it was my fault. I apologize. When in reality, it was never your fault. So this, however, left you kind of walking on a razor edge, because yes, you got your family back. Yes, you got a false sense of stability and a roof over your head. But at the same time, it made you into a slave, because if you were not appreciated before, think about now. Now you're basically not going to have any say, because no matter what you say or ask for, your opinion doesn't count anything because you were wrong the first time. You remember? You remember when you left me and then you came back to me with your tail between your legs? So shut up. Don't say a word. I'll own you. So you feel like you have no life. Yes, you have a roof over your head, but you have no life. And so you're hoping for something better. Well, the wait is over. The real McCoy, the real true blue love is about to show up in your life and transform you completely. The sun will come in and illuminate your life in a way that you never thought possible. You're going to finally experience what true love is, Taurus. Finally experience what it feels to be in a true, loving relationship. And to boot, this person is also good-looking, young, younger than you, sincere, and also well-off. So you're getting the full gamut all at once. As I said before, the sun is going to shine into your life big time. So prepare for happiness, prepare for celebration. There's really not much else to say. Let me see if I can tell you anything else. But that's pretty much your message, my dear Taurus. Yeah. Now, the person whom you are going to disappoint, they're going to try and sue you. Because they think they were right the first time, which they weren't. So now you're going to have to, they're going to really make you pay. So this, then the not understanding makes you sad, okay? Makes you sad. And the bottom line is you're going to have to turn your back and realize that this is dead and it cannot be revived. It was dead before, but you give it another chance. And if you turn around, you got the real deal here. Two very beautiful people. Yes, 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 I know you might be leaving a child behind, or you might be affecting a child. I understand. There is 3 people here. You're going to have to start all over. But you're going to be happy. It ain't easy when you get children. I understand. I've been there, done that. But things can be remedied slowly but surely. If you do turn around and you accept this real thing here, these 2 cups, you're going to enjoy, because you're going to be wealthy, you're going to travel, you're going to cross bridges that you never crossed before. And as you can see, the 2 cups are offered from above. So this is almost destined. As you can see, we have red wings here and we have red wings here. So this is from above. This is like a reward, some kind of gift from above. So it ain't going to be easy. They're going to try and sue you. They're going to try and make you spend all kind of money in legal fees. But you are going to be strong and understand that this is from above, meant to be. So I can tell you. So be strong in the end, okay? Don't allow other people to control you. That's all I'm going to say. Now, your question. Think of it. The answer is no. Thank you. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, click on this red button. God bless you. Okay, whose turn is it now? Virgo. Beautiful Virgo. Okay. Now reading for the sign of Virgo. Yes. Virgo, this is your reading for September. Only the main message. We're not going to talk about a lot of minutia. We're going to talk about the main message, whatever you need to know the most. Virgo. Okay. Virgo, what do they need to know for the month of September? What does Virgo need to know for the month of September? The main theme of the overall energy is brand new life, brand new adventure, something brand new, a new way of being, a new business, new work, a new whatever. You are starting something new. And it is your birthday, so congratulations, happy birthday. Now, in the middle card here, meaning what you're dealing with, money coming in. There you go. So you're going to run into new money. No still where it's coming from yet, but you are running into maybe an inheritance, maybe a win, maybe a profit, maybe some kind of, it's unexpected money. As you can see, there is a cloud here. And as you can see, the hand comes out of the cloud, which means the sky, which means you didn't know, which means you did not expect, which means it's a celestial gift of some kind. This sudden, unexpected influx of money is going to give you the possibility. It's going to enable you to start something brand new, whether it's a business, whether it's a venture, whether it's a partnership, or whether it's just taking some time off and just go on a trek around Europe or around the United States, around Canada, whatever. This money is going to give you the ability to feel free. This is the first card of the tarot deck, which means endless possibilities. Being the first card of the tarot deck, this young person here could really take it any direction. He has no limits. So this is you in the month of September. It's almost as if your birthday gives you a brand new spirit, a brand new way of thinking. Let's take a look at the rest of the cards. Wow, 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 wow. So, you are going to go from feeling completely penniless, stranded, nobody wants to help you, let's be honest, people helped you in the past, Virgo, and they were let down for whatever reason. You did assume responsibility, you apologize, but a lot of people simply lost their trust in you. So you've been feeling the last several months abandoned, misunderstood, and we knew, everybody knew that you were going to come back big time. And this is when you're coming back. Now, there might be a little intervention, celestial, spiritual, blessed intervention, but you're going to take any type of intervention, even if you didn't have to work for it. It's okay. There's some kind of reward coming in for you. And this reward will change your life completely. It's going to give you a brand new head start. You're not going to be needy anymore. Some of you will end up married, happily married, or in a beautiful relationship or partnership. Now, there is a little bit of risk associated with this new way of life. I mean, this fellow is one step from sure demise, but if he listens to the little puppy that is trying to warn him, and he looks down before he falls into the ravine, he's going to have a beautiful trip. So what is this card trying to tell you? Watch your first step. Truly watch your first step. When you run into this unexpected fortune, be careful, be wary of the first step you take. Don't waste it. Don't go get drunk. Don't go to the casino. Be smart. So there is a little bit of risk associated, but you can do very, very well. Now, you're going to travel, you're going to invest some money, and you got news coming. and you're going to expand. Okay. The good and the bad is you're going to get some good news. So it's going to make you very happy. People going to come and see you from abroad, even truly from other countries. Some people are going to try and make you invest the money. Don't, because of the black horse denotes something hidden. Some people are going to basically rush in and say, hey, you know, the money you just got, why don't you invest it in my company? Or let me help you with it. Let's buy some stocks or whatever. Be careful because you're going to lose it. This is not a good card to invest money in. This person has hidden motives, an hidden agenda. The horse is black and the horse ain't moving. In other words, it's almost like if he's setting a bait to make the fish come towards him, he's not really being honest. So be careful. So the month of September is going to be very interesting for you, very transformative. Some of you will end up happily married. Some of you are going to invest some money. Some of you are going to open a business. Some of you are going to travel first. Don't spend it all. Treat yourself, yes, but don't spend it all. And enjoy your life. Do the smart thing. Be careful, Virgo, because this is the type of opportunity only comes around once or twice in a lifetime. I don't see an enormous amount of money. I don't see $100 million, but I see a good chunk of money. Transformative. In other words, this money is enough to truly transform your life, especially if you use it properly. So be careful. That's the main message. There's really no point talking about anything else. Some of you are going to end up married. If you're already married, perhaps you're going to receive an inheritance. Perhaps you're going to win some money, whatever. You're going to run into a major amount of money, some risk associated with it, some trouble associated. Be wary of people offering you to invest it for you because you're going to lose your shit. Congratulations. That's all I can say. Now, think of your question. Dear gold, your answer is nope. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, right here. If you need anything, you know how to get a hold of me. God bless you. Okay, my beautiful friends. So we just finished Virgo, so now we're going to read for Capricorn. The mysterious, beautiful Capricorn. Okay. Let's see, Capricorn. Let's see what we got for you guys for September. Now, we're only going to cover the main message. There's going to be one predominant main message for you guys in September, okay? So we're going to cover that. No point talking about minutia. Go big or go home, right? All right. Month of September, Seth for Capricorn. What do they need to know? The month of September, our friends, Capricorn. Okay. The main energy for the month is rest. You truly need to take a break and rest, mostly mentally. Absolutely. You need to take care of yourself. You've been worrying about external things and other people lately. You need to nurture, pamper yourself. You need to take some time off. I feel a lot of you have. And simply slow down and say, you know what? Let me recharge my own batteries. So the month of September, my dear Capricorn, you need to recharge your batteries. Sleep more, eat well, exercise. Maybe take a couple of weeks off work. Maybe go for a little travel, go for a little trek, go for a bike ride, go for a trip by yourself on the mountains, by the lake, go fishing. You need to truly look after yourself. You really need it. You truly need it. I mean, these two cards together, they're screaming at me. Capricorn needs some self-care. Self-care. Oh my God. I wonder why. Oh my God. I wonder why. So, in the past, you've been stabbed in the back. You've been betrayed. You were promised things and that were never kept. You invested time in a relationship which walked away from you. You truly feel that you gave your best and you were stabbed in the back for it. So you've been sad, you've been crying. You've been asking yourself, well, what is the lesson that I need to learn? So this has been torturing you, even though you're sure on the outside, but this has been torturing you. So, my dear friends, before you get going again and get out there and meet other people, etc., you truly need to stop and take care of yourself. You truly need to get some good rest, buy yourself some gift, present, whatever you want to call it. Maybe change your car, maybe get yourself a new computer, maybe go on a trip, go on a holiday. You need to take care of yourself. This is really weighing you down. And this is telling you, you need to change. Do not approach your new you the old way of thinking. This is way of thinking. Swords is thoughts, mental things, ideas. So your old way of thinking has to change. You have to evolve. How do you evolve? By putting yourself first. Stop worrying about other people. First, take care of yourself. Then worry about other people. So in the next near future, Capricorn, you're gonna have to reinvent yourself. Because right now you feel stuck. You feel like, what am I gonna do? Well, don't worry. Soon, by December, by your birthday, you're gonna have a beautiful moment of enlightenment, an eureka moment, almost as if a light bulb goes on in your head. Look at this. And it's going to set yourself free, set you free in a way you've never been before. So all of a sudden, you're going to feel on top of the world, on top of the hill, where you're going to be above and superior to all others around you. And they're going to see you as a little bit distant. Hey, what happened to you? Nothing. I just became aware of who I am and my power, and I created my own reality. Yeah, but you're different. You don't go out with us anymore, or, well, that's because all we did before is I would listen to you for an hour. And then when it's time for you to listen to me, you say, oh, I have to go home. I have to go get my kids, etc., etc. So I was just a sounding board for you, a bouncing board. But when the time came for you to listen to what I had to say, you had to go somewhere else. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I was busy. I didn't do it on purpose. Well, you think I'm not busy, but I made the time for you, right? Anyways, you are going to kind of distance yourself and analyze friendships and relationships for what they are and call spade to spade. And if a friend is pretending to be a friend, you're going to cut them off. So for a while, you're going to spend some time rebuilding yourself, resting, etc. And then let's see what you can expect after that. So September is a very important month for you guys. And it's going to take you a good couple of months before you guys come out of the bubble and realize that you create your own reality. By Christmas, you'll be a transformed person. Achievement, 10 of Wands. Your winter will be warm and cozy. This fellow went out in the bush to gather some lumber for the winter, and he comes out with a full bushel. So this is an achievement. This is also the card of moving. You might be moving to a different house, different city, different job, different work, different something. But most of all, this is the card of achievement. Absolutely. So You're going to have to make a decision. Looks like you're moving. It looks like you're moving. Some of you might be moving on your own. Some of you might be living with your parents or with somebody else. Maybe you've been renting a basement or something. You are going to set yourself free. You're going to have the ideas. It's going to happen very fast. Some of you will travel. Some of you will move even to a different city or country. But materially speaking, you're going to build yourself up. Now, I'll be honest with you. I'm going to be very honest. I have no choice. I don't see any new love coming in for the next few months. You are still dealing with a disappointment from the past, and you're going to need a good 2-3 months before you can get over it and rebuild yourself. But rebuild yourself you will. And by Christmas, it's all going to be a different ball game, and you're going to start the new year 2026 with flying colors, knowing exactly what to do. So you're going to focus on rebuilding yourself, resting, and looking after yourself so that you start 2026. I know we're already thinking of 2026. My God, this is crazy. But it's almost as if fall is here already, and it won't take long for the snow to come down from the sky. That's how I feel. You're going to spend the next 2-3 months rebuilding yourself, Capricorn, okay? And you're going to have to make some decisions. But your future is going to be very, very good. Well, it can't be any worse than that. So you're going to make new plans. You might start new work, new business, new ventures. Some of you might even move, but above all, you're going to achieve your goal. Whatever it might be, you're going to achieve your goal. And it's going to happen very, very fast, okay? But as far as relationships, I don't see nothing for the rest of this year. It's kind of you're going to spend the rest of the year taking care of yourself, which I don't blame you at all. Don't look for love from others. Love yourself first, and then others will give you love. Now, think of your question. Your answer is yes. Thank you, Capricorn. God bless you. Big kiss. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, click. And if you need anything, the information is in the description. God bless you. And here we are. Whose turn is it now? So we did the Capricorn. So now it's going to be Aries. Now we're going to do the 3 fire signs, starting with Aries, then Leo with Sagittarius, then Cancer, then Pisces, and then Scorpio. So now we are going to do Aries. Let's see what we got for the month of September for our beautiful friends, Aries. Aries, you have a heart of gold. You are very good people. You're a little bit impatient and impulsive. Sometimes you do things which you will regret later. But that's you. I mean, you want things now and you want be appreciated, listened to. You don't want to be set aside. You are too important and too strong and too good to be set aside. So when somebody sets you aside or doesn't pay attention to you, you go crazy. You explode. And sometimes you do things which you will regret later. It's funny, that's Aries right there. And but that's what you are. However, sometimes we need to apologize for things sometimes we do things that we don't really mean to, but at the moment we are so blinded by the anger that we say or do things which we'll regret later. Well, as long as your person understands you and it doesn't make that into a fault, things can be saved and things can be fixed. All you have to do sometimes is apologize, recognize that you made a mistake, and listen to your heart. Simple as that. So, Aries, let's see what the main energy for the month of September is for you guys. Are you dealing with a Leo? Wow. Well, if not, you, in the month of September, going to feel very strong. Now, this card here is very important. Number one is a fire sign like you. Number 2 shows you what I just told you, that sometimes you behave with too much ferociousness. Sometimes you're too ferocious. Because you're hot-blooded and you're a fire sign. Sometimes you act like an angry lion and you want to destroy everything. What this card is telling you, yes, it's good to be strong, but it's also good to be balanced, gentle, delicate, and beautiful. Meaning, don't be just strong and destroy everything. Consider being gentle and caring. That's how you achieve true strength. True strength is not just the power to eat everybody alive. True strength is to recognize who deserves to be eaten and who deserves to be cared for. So this card is extremely important. It's about achieving balance. It's about understanding sometimes you need to be strong, sometimes you need to be gentle. And when you do that, you achieve infinite power. Infinite power. Now, let's see what you have over here. So, another Leo card, and it looks like you had a major disagreement. Perhaps with a Leo, because we have 2 Leo cards so far. And you're now at a distance, and it's almost as if you guys are not on the same level. Maybe you cannot talk. Maybe you're not able to see each other. Now, another Leo card, and a decision to be made. You had something really, really beautiful. Perhaps with a Leo. I mean, out of 4 cards, we have 3 Leo cards. But a decision was made, and I don't know if this decision was right or wrong, but now you are dealing with distance, separation, and inability to be on the same level. Now, it's interesting that you are over here. That's Aries. That's Leo. One on one end, one on the other hand. Now, you're going to sleep at night and you're trying to manifest something. I don't know what you're trying to manifest, but looking at this card going towards this direction, I think you're trying to fix something here. Perhaps there was a decision made too rushed, and you distanced yourself. I don't know, perhaps you are regretting it, or perhaps let's take a look at what else we can find out. But this is the status quo, my dear friends, Aries. You have huge potential. Very, very strong. It's almost as if you want to give something a new beginning. You see this number 0? So you're ready to take a new leap of faith, but you don't know what to do. You don't know how to take it the first step. Because I think you are on a different level. I think you are not able to communicate. Now, you want to offer love. You want to offer peace. But you feel almost as if too much effort. So you are sad. But you want a brand new beginning with a Leo. Another Leo. So you want to make an offer of love, but it's almost as if you see it as too much work. In other words, I have to put in so much effort, and I don't know if the result is going to be positive. So in the meantime, you're very, very sad. But from this card, you can see that you want to go from 0 to 1. And you want, what you really want is forget about the past. The Ace of Swords is basically a total erasing, a total cutting off of anything before, and give you a brand new start, a brand new beginning, a very strong beginning, an unlimited potential. So this is your reading, my dear Aries. It's very simple to read. When you got you got 1, 2, 3, 4 Leos on the deck. You got yourself, you got Aquarius and Pisces and Scorpio. So it looks like you need to make a decision, but I can see that your intention is to forget about the past because it's making you really sad. It's making you really sad. And you're trying to manifest at a night. It's making you really sad. And you want to give it another go. You want to try and start brand new, erasing the past completely. This is erasing the past completely. So that's your reading, my dear friends. This is the main energy. There's no point talking about any other things, minor things. Potentially, I mean, Aries, you're never going to have financial issues. You're strong. Nobody's going to fool you into anything. But this is your state of mind and your loved situation right now. Now, think of your question. Your answer is no. There you go. Okay. Aries, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, click. And God bless you. Okay. Whose turn is it now? Leo. Beautiful Leo. We just finished Aries. Now it's Leo. Then we're going to do Sagittarius. So let's see what we got for Leo for the month of September. We're only going to cover, Leo, the main message. Only the main message. There's no point in talking about minutia. We're going to talk about the most prominent message Seth would like to share with you, my spirit guide. So, let's see, Leo. Beautiful Leo for the month of September. As far as the overall energy, Leo, above all, love offer, peace offer, beautiful, white horse, gorgeous. So that's a very good beginning, Leo. So you have someone making you a love offer, or at the very least, suppose you're already happily married, happily in a relationship. Say, Marco, I don't want a love offer. I'm good. Well, then this is a peace offer. Maybe there is someone you haven't talked to. Maybe there is someone who wants to be friends. All I can say, this is sincere, white horse, moving horse, looking at you in the eyes, very, very honest offer. And here is an angel. The angel signifies something from above, signifies something sincere, honest, meant to be, sacred. And did I say honest? Yes, but it bears repeating. And this offer is an enlightened offer. What does that mean? This offer has been in the works for some time, and they've been hesitant, or perhaps it was tried several times, but it didn't work out. Now, finally, this time around, this is going to be a different type of offer. It's the type of offer where the person making the offer has realized that it's not just about material things. It's not about two humans getting together. It is a spiritual thing. Perhaps it's sacred. Perhaps it's meant to be. Perhaps it's soulmate. Perhaps it's twin flames. Perhaps it's two souls who decided to spend a lifetime together before they incarnated, and there is a spiritual divine design behind it all, behind this project. And you can see it from right here. That's not the sun. That is something sacred, something from above. So, the reason why you know that you know that you know is because you're soulmates. And you have resisted it, or this person, Leo, has resisted this idea. They know very well that you guys are soulmates. They know very well. But they've been resisting the idea for whatever reasons. Perhaps they've been hurt before. Perhaps they had disappointing relationships before. And they're simply reluctant to commit because they simply don't want to be hurt again, because they've been so hurt before that it affected them mentally and physically, and they're now like a little baby. They became like very vulnerable, and they rather making their life difficult before they commit to a possible another disappointment. So they want to stay like a little girl or a little boy. They think they're just, oh, I'm a little girl, I'm a little boy. You have to understand me, I'm a little girl, I'm a little boy. Now, the thing is that they know that they haven't got any choice. So sooner or later, they have to commit. They have no choice. I can see here there's someone moving. I can see there is someone achieving something. This could be you, Leo. You could be moving. They could be moving. But it's also, this card is the card, I see it as, you're going to have a very good winter. Why? Well, this fellow went into the bush as autumn comes around to gather enough lumber to keep him or his family warm throughout the winter. So he got 10 tree trunks, 10 wands, which is the most he can carry. There is no 11. So he's returning home with this bushel of lumber, wood, and say, hey, don't worry, wife, don't worry. We're going to be warm over the winter. We're going to be okay. So it's an achievement. It's a reward. There's some kind of reward coming up for you, Leo. This individual is someone whom we already know and is coming in and out several times. So they come in, they move out, and you guys block each other for a while, stop talking, then they come in again, or you go in again, then they move out, or you move out, you guys stop talking to each other again. This has been going on for a while, Leo. And this time, however, it is a different story altogether. It's almost as if this person has paid the price and they understand what it means to be without Leo. They understand how difficult life is when you've been with Leo. Perhaps you guys were married. Perhaps you guys spent a year, 2 years together. And they know how good it is to be married to a Leo or be with a Leo. So now that they are single and or without Leo, they're really, really, really understanding what they had before. It's irreplaceable. The only problem is that you, Leo, this is Leo, might be blocking them. In other words, you had enough. They behaved in a way which is unacceptable. Perhaps some things were done or said, which you said, okay, enough is enough. I gave you one chance, 10 chances, 20 chances. Enough is enough. So you are blocking them. You're literally blocking them. Perhaps you block them on Facebook, on the internet, everywhere. So in your mind, they left for the last time. You, Leo, are finding yourself, and only those who appreciate you from now on will have the right to be next to you, Leo. You are no longer going to allow any excuses. You know how valuable you are, Leo. You know how good you are. You know how good of a heart you have. You know that you would take the shirt off your back to help other people. You don't deserve to be treated for any less than what you are. So you're finally understanding that. Yes, you've been giving chances. Yes, you did this to me. I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. No, you said, you know what? Enough is enough. If you don't understand my value, you don't deserve me. So Leo, you have put your foot down. You're not going to allow any games anymore. Enough is enough. But this person, someone is coming towards you with an honest love offer. Now, will you accept it? This person wants to marry you. This person wants to be with you forever. This person wants to raise a family. You guys might even have children together. This person is extremely serious. This person wants to offer you love, infinite love, and peace finally. And this person is clear like the sun. This is the kind of clarity. This person is saying there is no more doubts. All the clouds are behind us, my dear Leo. Let's do it right this time. I understand what it means to be without Leo. I finally get it. I am sorry. I apologize if I hurt you, if I hurt our relationship, if I try to destroy you. Let's put our family back together. So they're going to be so clear. So they're going to look at you in the eyes like, I get it. I cannot be without Leo. So they're even going to make you a gift. They're even going to propose a gift. Say, look, Leo, I trust you so much. Here's my bank account. Here's my house. Here, I'm going to sign her over to you. Leo, I trust you. I know who you are. I know that you're never going to betray me or you're going to let me down. I was such a fool thinking that you were taking advantage of me or mistrust you in any way. Now I understand, Leo. You are the most cleanest heart in the universe. You will never take advantage of people. You only help people. You try to help me, but I think I misunderstood and I misconstrued your beauty and your goodness of heart for weakness or hidden agendas. You know, Leo, it's not normal to see someone that is who gives everything to his person, who gives their heart and their money and their everything, their home, everything. So I thought that was too good to be true, Leo. I get scared and I try and hurt you. But now I know that you were honest. Now I know that that's the way you are. I wasn't used to it. I never seen anyone giving everything for someone they love. So I got scared. I thought you had hidden agendas. But you didn't. You're honest. You're true. You understand your strength. You understand what having a good heart means. Leo, you have a heart of gold. So I am sad now without you, Leo. And I really miss you. And I try and manifest you at night. Leo, I want a brand new beginning. Brand new. Let's start all over. I am ready. Let's forget about the past. Let's start all over. That's the decision I made, Leo. Amen. Wow. 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 They finally got it. You don't have to do a thing, Leo. Just be yourself. Let them come to you. Don't do a thing. Those who understand your value will have no choice but to do the right thing. Those who do not understand your value do not deserve to be next to you. Someone else will. It is their loss. It's not your loss, Leo. You are already complete. You have everything. You have a beautiful heart. You know how to make money. You help people. You're intelligent. You're informed. You're blessed. You're chosen. It is them that they have to prove themselves if they're good enough for Leo, not you. You have nothing to prove. Think of your question, Leo. Your answer is no. God bless you, Leo. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. If you need anything in the description, my address and everything. And see you soon. Hello, my beautiful friends. We are going to do now Sagittarius, the last of the fire signs, and then we're going to do Cancer, then we're going to do Pisces, and then Scorpio. All right, Sagittarius for the month of September, only the most important thing. We're not going to cover any minutia, just the main message. Seth, give me the main message, please, for Sagittarius for the month of September. Thank you, Seth. Sagittarius for the month of September. Main message only. The overall energy governing, the overall, you know what I mean. Come on. This reading is distance, blockages, inability to communicate, perhaps with a Leo. This is a Leo card. Misunderstandings, being on a different channel, on a different frequency. So you literally either blocked or you blocked someone, and right now you are unable to communicate. Now, main card. You want to communicate. You see? Inability to communicate because you blocked and you want to communicate. And I believe you might even involve the third person in order to have a conversation. You might ask a common friend or someone who knows you both to act as a mediator, to deliver a message. I think you truly want to communicate, but you don't have the courage or the ability to talk to this person, whomever you're away from. Now, in the recent past, you can put this like this if you want, it doesn't matter. Things did not go very well. There was something sudden. Everything was fine. Everything was perfect. And then all of a sudden, something happened. Something was said. Something was introduced, perhaps about an Aries or a Scorpio. And this, whatever it was, made everything fall apart. Like literally fall apart. It was like sudden, unforeseen, and all of a sudden you are alone and sad. And your memories, you're forced to put the memories away in the drawer for a while, once again. So that's your past. Now, you are literally blocked. And this is you. This is a Leo, Scorpio, Aries, Capricorn. Now, the difference between this card and this card is these two people are at a distance and they're literally on a different channel, unable to communicate. This instead is trying to stop the arguments. As you can see, these 1, 2, 3, and 4 are literally trying to kill each other. The guy in the blue is trying to stop the fights. He's putting his wand this way. The other ones are like hitting each other over the head. He instead is putting it this way, trying to stop each other from hitting each other. So this card symbolizes the end of arguments. And this is you. Not only you want peace, that's Sagittarius, but you want to offer peace and love. So it's like you were inviting someone to take your cup. Here is my cup of love, take it. So you are filling a cup so that one is yours, one is theirs. So this is you trying to win somebody's love or peace or recognition. Now, you're very tired. Very, very tired. Not so much physically. Yeah, physically comes as a result of being mentally tired. You know, there are some people that sleep 10 hours a night, but they have no energy. Why? Because they are tired mentally. They're unhappy. They're sad. So even though they sleep 10 hours a night, they wake up in the morning like this. Another day of work, and I got nobody to love me. I got nobody to talk to. I got to go to work, pretending that I'm happy, look after my customers. But then I come home at night and I'm by myself with my cat, my TV. What kind of life is this? So you sleep in 10 hours a night, but you're not happy at all. As a matter of fact, you cry at night. You cry at night. And you say, why can't I be happy? So you want to have a brand new beginning. You want to start from zero again. And here's your love offer. You're offering love. You are trying to tell someone how you truly feel. But I think this time you are going to do it in a different way. I think you tried before and didn't work. I think if you understand this time that this is the last time, the last chance. If you blow it this time around, it's going to be the last one. So I think you're preparing to make a sincere, well-thought love offer. You're simply suffering too much. You need love. You are losing everything around because you have no love. And so you are making this decision, the just decision. Anything else? You guys are destined. So even though you don't know how you're going to be received, so you're kind of ready for the worst. You are preparing for the worst. Not divorce, preparing for a negative outcome, which you shouldn't. You guys are destined. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. You're destined. So the sooner you accept that, the better off you're going to be. As you can see, the card in the center is the card of decision. This is what you're working with. So you're going to have to make a decision, my dear Sagittarius. Okay? All right. Now, think of your questions. The answer is yes. Thank you so much. Big hug. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, click. And if you need anything, the address is in the description. God bless you. See you soon. My beautiful friends, Cancer. How are you, Cancer? Okay, so this is going to be a reading for a friend's Cancer for the month of September. We're only going to cover the main subject. I asked Seth, my spirit guide, Seth, just give me the main topic for September. No point talking about minutia or minor things. No, just the main topic. Okay, Cancer, let's see what you're dealing with in September. As far as the overall energy for the month, you're either trying to get away from someone or some people, or you have put some distance between you and some people, and you're literally blocking them. Now, in the meantime, you're focusing on your finances, you're focusing on your work. It's almost as if you're getting ready for the winter. I hate to say winter at the end of August, but it feels almost as if, why do I say that? Because I look at the surroundings. I look at the color orange. I look at the orange flowers on the tree. To me, that there's also orange over here. To me, that reminds me of fall, autumn. So it's almost as if you're getting ready for the winter. You don't want to be caught without money or short of money over the winter. That's what I feel. That's your energy. Let me see here. You have paid the price. You have learned the hard way, whether it was lack of money, whether it was a lack of appreciation, lack of someone to rely upon. You don't want to be caught alone and penniless over the winter. Absolutely not. So right now you're putting everything on hold in order to fix your finances, your work, to have a reliable source of income. And you're going to make it big time. Not only that, but you're going to have an idea. You're going to have an eureka moment. And this eureka moment, you're going to develop it into a fortune. Cancer, I'm not joking here. Whilst you are feeling blocked, don't know what to do, cast aside, whatever, misunderstood, you're tired of this paycheck by paycheck kind of deal. And while you're thinking about changing your life, you're going to have a eureka moment. Maybe start a YouTube channel, maybe start a cooking channel, you're Cancer. Cooking is your thing. Maybe a craft channel, maybe painting channel. Something homey like you, Cancer, you're very homey. I know you like crafts, building things. Perhaps you can start a channel where you can either show how to make things or sell them. Perhaps paintings, perhaps acrylics, pouring arts, something. I'm just giving you ideas here. What I can tell you is that this idea, whatever happens to be, it's going to make you a fortune. It's going to be very fortunate for you. You're going to be blessed. Not only that, but it's going to elevate you spiritually, because you're going to understand that you can literally materialize whatever you want with your thoughts. Because this is an idea and you're going to develop it into something really, really good, Cancer. Now, be careful, because when you start doing well, there will be some people that would offer you partnerships, and this is very common on YouTube. I receive at least one email a day, someone offering a partnership. Can you sell pillows for me? Can you sell, I don't know, this thing and the other thing, exercise equipment, etc., etc. And I go by feeling, I go by gut feeling. So far, I even got an offer from Starbucks, but I had to decide that I thought to myself, Marco, you can't lie. You don't like Starbucks coffee. I want espresso and a cappuccino. If it was Lavazza coffee or something I believe in, absolutely. Or a nice coffee machine, Breville, Gaggia, DeLonghi. I would gladly promote it in my channel, and make some money out of it or something. But I cannot be dishonest and promote Starbucks coffee that I can even stand it. It's like dirty water for me. I'm sorry, maybe it's beautiful coffee for you guys, but I'm Italian. I'm used to the real deal. I'm used to espresso and real cappuccino. I cannot drink artificial cappuccino made with chemicals. To me, you know what I call it? Dirty water. That's what I call it. Come on. So be careful. The reason why I'm telling you this, because you might run into just that. When you become successful, you're going to have someone offering you something, but it's a black horse and the horse is glued to the ground. This is not a sincere offer. A sincere offer would be the white horse that moves towards you with the cup in his hands. This is like setting the bait. Hey, should we do something together? But it's really for them. So be strong, be very strong, and that's, you're going to win. And you're going to have to do a lot of thinking. Don't jump into things. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, because I can only be honest. I can see you setting yourself up for a good financial, work, business-related future. Yes. I told you we started the reading with this card, which is money, of course. The Queen of Money. Duh. But I don't see anything else here. For now, anyways. At least until Christmas, I don't see any signs of love or relationships. And if you already are in a good relationship, God bless you. I hope so. But if you were after any type of relationship, right now, nada. You're going to be focused on money, work, business, some kind of a new idea. Nothing wrong with that. But unfortunately, I can see when you go sleep at night, you might not be the happiest camper in the world when it comes to love. Hopefully it changes soon. But right now, you're only going to focus on money, finances, and business. Okay? That's it. That's the main message. Let's see. Think of a question. Any questions? Your answer is nope. Thank you. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, right here. And if you need anything, my address is in the description. God bless you. And all right. Whose turn is it now? Pisces. This is at the bottom there. Okay, so we just finished Cancer. Now we're going to do Pisces, and then we're going to complete it with Scorpio. So today is the 31st of August, of course. So this is going to be for the month of September. I'm only going to give you, Pisces, the main topic. I asked Seth, let's not talk about minutiae and important things. I mean, this is just a general reading, and every different reader is contradicting themselves. So, as I said, can you just tell me the main thing they need to know, the main thing they're dealing with, something important? Give me something important. It's been delivering up to now. I couldn't believe in my own reading. Oh my God, it's like word for word, unbelievable. Anyways, Pisces, this is your reading for the month of September. Wow, okay. Thank you, Seth. And we're only going to cover the main subject. So, you better pay attention to this, Pisces. As far as the overall energy, above all overall energy, can get any better. You are entering a very fortunate, lucky, blessed, beautiful cycle. Look at this. What did I just tell you? When we say enter a cycle, it is obvious we envision the number 1 or the number 0. Well, this is the number 1. So I said you're entering a brand new cycle, right? Well, that's it. You are starting a brand new cycle. But what I really like about that is not only it's got a crown on top, which means you're going to feel like a king, crowned, rewarded, Pisces, but also you are cutting off everything from the past, meaning you are not carrying any ideas from the past. You are starting a brand new way of thinking, completely brand new. You're going to feel yourself fortunate, lucky, as if the universe, fortune, the winds of fortune blow towards you instead of against you. So I believe you had an eureka moment and recently, and you realize that it's really all up to you. Nobody's going to give you nothing for free. Nobody's going to bring you anything unless you think so. It's all about your way of thinking. So this is really, really good because I said you are starting a brand new cycle, and there is a brand new cycle right there. Let's see. What else? Look at this. Oh my God. Another number 1. Another ace. Not only are you starting a brand new cycle materially, ideologically, but also love-wise. You are inviting something really beautiful in. True love, soulmates. Not only that, you are manifesting someone who's hot like you wouldn't even believe it. So it's not just, you're not just manifesting true love, sincere, honest, but you're also manifesting somebody really hot, like incredibly hot. I'm almost scared to uncover these cards. Work-wise, you are either leaving a job or someone is leaving you. I believe it could be an old flame, an old relationship, because here we have cups. I think whomever you're with right now, or you were until recently, saw your change, saw the transformation in you, and they don't recognize you anymore. So, of course, they're blaming you. Oh, you're not the same anymore. You don't treat me the same. Yeah, because I've grown. I think in your mind that they were just a companion, not true love. And you're behaving now in a way where you want the true thing or nothing. And they became so uncomfortable around you, they feel like a fish out of water. And they left out of their own initiative. In other words, you don't have to worry about it. How did you do it? Very simple. You simply focused on your work, and you work, and you work, and you work. And you simply made them understand that you almost have no time for them anymore. That's not a nice thing to say, but it's better that than having a big argument and explosion and suing each other and so on and so forth. You simply focused, or you're focusing on your work, but you know what you're doing. You're trying to make them tired. And I say, you don't spend any time with me anymore. You're never available. Oh, but honey, I'm busy, I'm really, really busy. And what's going to happen is say, you know what? I don't feel you appreciate me anymore. I'm going to walk away. And in your mind, you're going to say, thank God. So, my dear friends, this is so clear to me, it's not even funny. You are starting a brand new cycle of your life. You want to be your love. You want someone really, really hot, and you will get it. In the meantime, you're focusing on your work, and if there's anyone in your life, you are basically making them tired by doing nothing at all. Your inaction is going to drive them tired because everybody needs attention. And when you stop giving someone attention, they will first get mad and then leave. So be careful, because there might be an offer coming your way, especially financial, which is not really honest. Be careful. I'm just warning you. You are going to make a decision, a very important decision soon. I believe the decision, you already made it. It's just a matter of implementing it. You're going to receive some news from someone, which is going to make you sad, but at the same time, you already knew it. Maybe they went to a lawyer. Maybe they say, okay, I'll leave it, but you're going to take my car with me or your car. You gotta give me something. We spend time together, with common law, whatever. This is not going to set you back a lot, just a little. You're going to deal with it. Perhaps it's going to make you a little bit sad, the fact that you did not expect them to come back at you like that. You thought they were just going to walk away, but unfortunately, not everybody's the same. Pisces, so you accept it and say, okay, it's okay. You want my car? Is my car. You want 10 grand? Here's 10 grand. Now, you're going to have to look after yourself. Once this is all said and done, you're going to have to recharge your batteries because this is going to make you tired. You're going to have to recharge your batteries. You're going to have to sleep more, eat well, exercise. But in the end, you got total victory. So in the end, you got nothing to worry about. You will get what you want. Some of you are going to have to go through a little bit of trouble. But in the end, you're gonna get your hot, piping hot soulmate and a brand new life together. God bless you. Brand new beginning. Now, that's it. That's the main message. Think of your question. Will it be a yes or will it be a no? Nope. A lot of no's. I swear to God, there are 4. Look, yes, no, yes, no, no, no. There are 4 no's and 4 yes. But I've been getting, you're the 11th reading, and I only got 2 yes. Wow. Thank you, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you need anything, my address is in the description. God bless you. And we are finally the last reading of the series. Our beautiful friend, Scorpio. Scorpio, let's see what we got for you guys for September. I am a Scorpio ascendant, so there might be a message for me in that as well, okay? So let's see what we got for September. Now, I'm only going to give you the main topic. I'm not going to give you any unimportant information, minutia. I asked Seth, as I said, there's so many tarot readers on the internet. Let's give our friends what they really need to know, like something really important. He says, okay, so then let's cover just the main topic, nothing else. So there you go, Scorpio. We're only going to give you one main topic, and that's it. All right. As far as the overall energy, meaning for the month, achievement or literally moving house or work. Literally. So this card is, first of all, the card of achievement. What does that mean? It means that this fellow went out in the bush and to get some lumber for his fireplace to keep himself warm over the winter. And he came back with a full bushel of lumber, 10 sticks. Is as much as he can carry. So this is the card of achievement. But it's also the card of movement. It's also the card of taking responsibility. It's the card of having big shoulders. And it's the card of literally changing jobs, business, selling a business, or literally moving to another city or another part of town. Literally. So it could be any of those. Now, things have been slow for you guys. Trial and error, but you always, in the last few years, 2, 3 years, you've been feeling stuck. Things were like almost getting unstuck, and then you fell back into it again. Finally, yes, it would appear as if you are having a new way of thinking. You're having a eureka moment, a kind of, okay. Tony Robbins said in a famous wisdom, bit of wisdom, he said one time, if you want to achieve a different result, then stop doing the same thing over and over again. If you do the same thing, it's going to give you the same result. So I think, Scorpio, you finally got the meaning of that. And you're going to approach things in a different fashion, in a different way of thinking, which is pretty much, so you've been trying to manifest, but you realized finally that it is not by manifesting love that you will get love. Nope. You might say, Marco, what do you mean? I thought we're supposed to manifest love. Nope. You're not supposed to manifest love, my dear friend Scorpio. You are supposed to be love. Be it. Become it. If you want to manifest money, you don't manifest money. You behave, you think, you reason, you live, you breathe, you eat wealth. I am wealthy. I behave, I think. I don't waste time looking at stupid YouTube videos. I spend half an hour a day educating myself on finances, the stock market. I research what wealthy people research. If you want to be something, or if you want to have something, you have to be that. If you're thinking, I am poor, but I wish to be rich, and I manifest wealth, it ain't gonna work, because you know why? Because you just made a huge declaration. You just said, I am poor. And just to remind you, my third book title is He just said, I am poor. God says, you're right. I'm going to keep you that way. And you might say, Marco, how could I say I'm rich if I'm not? You did it again. What is it costing you, literally, to say I am rich? I am not asking you to put a number on it. Do you realize that if you have $10 and you bring it to, in some countries, $10 is rich. $100 is billionaire. I'm not asking you to put a number after the sentence. All I'm asking is, I am rich. And God says, you're right. God always says yes. And so now the first signs of that going to start showing up in your life. Wow. Keep on doing it. I am rich. Money comes easy to me. You are right, my son. And so money keeps on coming in. Wow, this really works. I am rich. I am rich. I envision myself being rich. And God says, yes, you are right. But on the opposite side, if you say, I am poor, but I want to manifest being rich, yeah, keep on wanting. Because you just said you're poor. So God says, you're right. I don't know why you want to be poor, but it must be important to you. So it's okay. You're poor. Fine. Let me keep you that way. So any money you make, you're going to have to spend it. Your car breaks down, etc., etc., etc. You see what I mean? So what you understanding here, the eureka moment is this. You don't manifest what you want. Instead, you have to be what you want. This woman feels wealthy, feels she's got everything she wants. She's grateful. She's surrounded by beauty. And do you see millions of dollars around there? No, I don't. All I see is grain, a heart, a rose, a red robe, a beautiful dress, a crown, and someone who looks after herself. Maybe she goes to the hairdresser once a month. So that doesn't mean that she's got all kinds of $1 billion in the bank. What it means is that even though she might not have a lot of money, but she behaves as if. Perhaps this pearl necklace is from the dollar store. The crown, same thing. But she feels like a queen. She feels like she's got jewelry to wear. And she's grateful for that. And she looks herself in the mirror, I am beautiful. I am deserving. I deserve to look after myself. So because she says I am beautiful and I am grateful and I am rich, even it doesn't matter how much money I have in the bank, I am rich, naturally rich. What is the poor God supposed to do? You're right. You are beautiful. You're rich. You are content. You are grateful. Let me give you more of the same, because the universe is a mirror. You see what I'm trying to tell you? If you want to love, be love. Simple. Don't look for it from other people. Because if you look from other people, what you're really telling God is, I haven't got love. I'm needy. So God says, you are right. I'm going to keep you that way, needy. But I want love, God. Why don't you give me love? Because you're saying you don't have it. Because you're saying that you need it. You're saying that you want it, so I must keep in you needing it and wanting it. But God, but then what am I supposed to say? Just say, I am love. I love, I am loved, and I love. But God, I have nobody to love. Really? Don't you see the flowers, the sky, the birds, the animals, your family, your home, your apartment, your car, your clothes, your health, yourself? How many times do you look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you? Never, right? How many times do you say, I appreciate you? You're doing a good job, Marco. Keep on doing that. I am proud of you. How many times have you done that? Never, right? So do you expect other people to come to you and to say, I am proud of you or I love you when you don't even love or be proud of yourself? Why would I want to come to you and say I love you if you don't love yourself? Why? Give me one reason. I think you got it. Scorpio. And that's when you get love. And that's when you get money. When you appreciate even the little that you have. You say, but Marco, I only have $1. Is it not money? Just say, look at it and say, thank you. Thank you. I'm so grateful. Dollars come easy to me. And look what happens when you love yourself. Look. What can I say, my dear school? It's right here. This entails completely changing your way of thinking. The Ace of Swords is to finally clarify everything. Like, what do you call it? Net cut, a net brand new beginning. You have to abandon your old way of thinking. Swords is about thinking. You have to, first of all, understand that you are achieving something big. Look after yourself mentally and physically. Get some rest above all. This is the card of you're going to get sick if you don't get some rest. Make some new plans, prosperous plans. If you don't like the city you're in, move. If you don't like the work you're in, change it. If you don't like a friend of yours, you think they're not a true friend, let them go. Be true to yourself. Appreciate even the little you have. And you're going to see that the universe is going to bring you good news. When you make new positive plans, the universe rewards you tenfold. So this is the most important card of all. Brand new way of thinking. And the universe will reward you enormously. By Christmas, this whole thing is going to be taken care of. You are having a rebirth, a reboot. You are having an eureka moment right now. Say, oh my God, I've been looking for love from other people when all I have to do is love myself, become love. I've been looking to make money. All I have to do is tell myself that the money comes by itself. B, do not seek to be that which you want to be. Instead, be that which you want to be. I'm not telling you to put a number on it. Just say, I am wealthy. Money comes easy to me. That doesn't take any numbers. Money comes easy to me. I am love. I love. Therefore, I attract more of it because God always says yes. That's it, my dear friends. That is your reading. Transformational. Think of your question now. Your answer is beautiful. Yes, of course. Thank you. Really appreciate you. I hope you understand the message. I'm not trying to be rough or I'm not calling you out. I'm just reminding you that the universe gives us not that which we want, but that which we are. If you remember that in every area of your life, not that which you want, but that which you are. Simple as that. God bless you.